For what?
Lunch.
A lunch?
I mean live.
A lunch live? Let's check the audio real quick. I'm not so
both?
certain we have audio.
Yeah, that's what we should do for our next live. We should just eat our lunch. Oh yeah, we're far away. Look at this big old table.
No. Unfortunately, this is a hasty setup today.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey everybody.
Hello, over there.
It's Friday,
So far away.
everybody.
All right, we'll just
We got a big
like,
table, everybody.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see it. I do not see it.
I'm going to close that door. It's loud out there.
Grab this one.
They're closing doors. Now's your time to talk bad about them. Ah, crap, he's back. Never mind.
All right. Well, it's Friday. It's been a hugely busy week. How's
Hey, guess
everybody
who's
doing?
watching?
Randy.
Tanya. Hi, Tanya. I love you.
How's everybody doing? We've been super busy here, but that doesn't mean we can't hastily throw together a setup and jump on for live.
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
You got ready in like a very short amount of time. Good job. Very proud
Thank
of
you
you.
for that.
Very impressed.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us or you have no connection to what we do here, we are the RV Small Talk podcast team. We work at Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas, and this is our Friday live that we try to do every Friday.
Live.
I'm Clint.
On Friday.
I'm Clint. That's Lindsay. That's PJ over there. And so
About noon 30,
About
we
noon
try to go on. Hey, Tanya.
So what's going on, y'all?
Nothing much.
All right. Those of you who are watching, let us know who you are and where you're watching from, and I'll try to throw comments up on the screen as I see them come through.
Hi, Marcia. And as always, we'll talk to you guys. If you guys have any questions about anything,
Anything
camper
we can
related,
help with or not help with, or just talk about.
we might not be able to answer it, but we'll try.
Yep.
Leesville, Louisiana. Hey, Agatha,
Right.
cute puppy.
17-day camping trip. That
Yeah,
sounds
let me go back to that.
awesome.
The comments are coming in a little faster than I
Yeah.
can click.
7-day day camping trip. Nice.
With
I
that little guy
know.
Max. Yeah, she loves that little guy Max.
Oh.
And if you are watching this, Randy has her channel on YouTube and Facebook page and all that. So follow her because she does all kinds of tips and camping experiences and reviews and all that. So go check out Randy's channel.
Randy, put a link
so-
to your channel in the comments
Yeah,
so people
yeah,
can
do
click
that.
on it. Michigan,
Yeah.
Texas. Hey, us too. Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Welcome, Ryan.
I'm going to sing all the places.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Iowa.
Mike's here.
Hey,
Hey, Mike.
Abdullah.
KCMO. That
Kansas
is
City,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Yes.
What are you doing
Oh, I
in
thought
Kansas
it was
City?
Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Hello. Tampa.
Abdullah.
Eli, you were with us last week. Welcome back.
Home early from work to pack up and head out camping for the weekend. Nice. So you got off work early, going camping, listening, viewing from Northwest Illinois. Yerp.
Yerp. I know it's yep,
Yerp.
but it's fun.
It is.
Hey, Scott, we just recorded this podcast about, well, I'm not sure what it was about, but one of the things we talked about was
Fair.
do people still do that like spur of the moment type camping trip where you just kind of get home from work and you're just like, let's go somewhere, and you stop by the grocery store, you throw some food in, and you just go somewhere. Is that what you're doing, or did you plan this camping trip? Does anybody still do that? Do you guys go, just kind of spur of the moment trip, or does that not happen? Because we had a whole discussion about it, and I want to know what you guys actually
Because
do.
we think it should happen, but
None of us do it.
Yeah.
But does anybody do it, or is that too unrealistic?
I'm about to throw Randy's.
All right.
While you're thinking and while you're typing, I'm going to throw Randy's YouTube channel information up for you.
Randy's
So
Adventures,
so
and she's got the
go
cutest little
there.
teardrop. There.
Yeah, go there.
Right there.
It's weird to point at like
It is.
nothing. Okay, this was planned, reservations and all. Well, good for you.
Good.
The reservations are probably how most things happen now, but
Well, we're getting to the season. If you don't have a reservation, it can
Ryan
get scary.
said spur of the moment is the only camping I do. So do you do
Really?
like off-grid
Okay.
stuff, or do you find campgrounds last minute? What's your process there? Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Did we miss some comments?
I'm trying to catch them all.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
making.
hard.
Hey,
I think we're
we
good.
might not catch every high, but I want to at least catch all the questions. Spur of the moment, I think that was Tanya.
Yeah.
My biggest guiding principle is to be able to leave in 1 hour or less. I like that goal.
Okay.
But Ryan, remind me again where it is that you are locally, because I think that if you're around, you do off grid and all that. If you're around some available stuff like BLM land, heck yeah, that'd be my thing.
It's way easier to get up and go. Also, do you have kids? That was a whole thing in our discussion
Yeah,
too. It's
that
like,
was a big
you can't get
problem
up and
there.
go if you have kids, but I bet you can. I bet there's someone that does. Minnesota, last minute campsites are getting hard to find. Exactly, that's what we were saying. It's hard to not plan.
Is there a trick to getting a last minute campsite? Because that seems to be
A sticking
the
point.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some people.
Look
anyway.
at all the places that nobody else wants
Right.
to go.
You know, I
look at
Where
look
is-
at the
okay.
really terrible parks.
I
You'll
don't-
find a spot.
I don't think we have ever
On a
put out
Wednesday.
there into the
When it's raining.
universe. Everybody tell us all the places no one wants to go. I mean,
Yeah,
is there
well-
a list like that somewhere?
Probably, and you could probably get campsites there.
I am not buying it for a second.
Sadly, my kids are older and do not want to camp anymore. Cool. You want
Aw.
mine? You can take mine.
that's
Yeah, we
another
can
part
loan
of
you
the
kids.
episode of the podcast that we just finished recording. It's not
Yes.
edited yet. It's not out there yet, but it will be soon. But Lindsay has kids, I have kids, and we're at that like, someday it'll be easier when the kids.
Yeah.
it's
I want them to come with me, but
double-edged
also I
sword.
don't.
Right.
Beach camping, I hear, is quick, but
Yeah.
getting back is not quick. Beach camping is. Yeah,
It's a beach.
I'm pretty sure people are tired of hearing me say this on the podcast, but then you have to get back and you have to deal with the sand and the unpacking and the sand and the
And the
sand.
cleaning and
Did I
the-
mention the sand?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all right. Sorry, I'm falling. Next weekend birthday camping cabin, Asheville. Ooh, Asheville
And
is
it's a KOA.
pretty.
Uh-huh.
It is pretty.
Friday move, Saturday live band. Made these reservations months ago.
Yeah.
You have to make them months ago. That's
Yeah.
kind of how it is. Ooh, Randy, what is Camp Nab?
Wait, no, what? See, this is what I was saying. It's kind of
Shut-
like keeping open tabs and then just sniping them as they come
But
up.
somebody was even asking about this in one of my camping groups. Like, is there an app that it's kind of like there's one for hotels?
Oh, yeah.
Where you can like
There's several.
search for like last minute, but there's not one for campsites. But apparently there is.
Camp
Holy
Nab.
moly, Camp Nab.
All right.
Thank you, Randy.
That is so
No, we
cool.
don't.
See, I'm telling you guys, go to her channel. She knows stuff.
She knows stuff. Apparently, Camp Nab. All right, I'm on it.
Very cool.
All right. We still plan to go to South Dakota from Montgomery, Texas. Yeah,
That's a
Montgomery,
trip.
Texas is not Alabama.
That's a trip and a half. Next weekend, we are camping with the Texas Tag Team at Lake Whitney. I love
that'll be
Lake
great.
Whitney. It's so pretty and peaceful. See
Yeah.
you next weekend. Going to Jim Hog, one of our favorites because it's right down the street.
We
Yeah.
talked about that on the podcast.
If
Run
we're
down the street.
yeah, if we're gonna get up and go
Mhm.
somewhere in an hour, then it'll be Jim Hog.
Now, Kevin, do you guys jump in and just go like on the spur of the moment?
Is your trailer ready like
Be-
all the time?
Because you seem to be planners in my perspective. So, do you do that? I would love to know.
Lindsay, did you find a place in the area to go camping? I put up, for those who do not know, we have a new group. It's the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally group instead of the page. So it's a lot easier to interact with everybody, and anybody can post things, ask questions there. So if you haven't yet, go join that page or that group on Facebook, because the page will be deleted. So anyway, I was asking on there, I wanted to go camping somewhere, but I wanted to go somewhere new that I haven't been before. So I asked you guys, and there are so many good suggestions. I have not sat down and like researched them and tried to find a spot because well, I have no good excuse. But I will, so
Because she's planning to plan.
because
That's
I'm
what I learned
planning to
earlier
plan.
today.
But there were a couple good suggestions that places that I have never heard of that are close to here, so I definitely want to check it out. So technically, no, I haven't, but I got a list going. So, yeah. I feel like I've been talking really fast.
You have been.
You have.
Yeah. It's been great.
Dang caffeine.
All right, so once decided, which, yeah, the smaller trailers make it more easy. I think.
More easy.
More easy?
More easy.
More better easy?
Mo better.
Well, you can say more easy, or you can say easier,
Easier.
but you cannot say more easier.
What? Can
Yes,
you say
yes,
more
you can.
easy?
You just did.
Well,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Off
Okay.
topic question. Are you all attending U Camp this year? 2 out of 3 of us are.
Guess which two?
Which 2? PJ and I will be there.
I have never been.
You had to give him a minute to guess.
PJ and I will be there.
Yes. Will you be at U Camp this year, Scott?
We have our. We're gonna be on a. What is it called? We're gonna throw things into other things.
A cornhole team.
We're
We
on a
are
cornhole team. We
You're
usually.
gonna do great. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know that thing where
It's
you throw
every.
things?
It's every yard game. You throw thing at another thing. We usually help with the transportation and the golf cart driving, so that's where we'll be,
Yep,
and then
yep.
we'll be wandering around. The ladies.
Yep.
First time. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's
Oh,
really,
it'll
really
be
fun.
so fun.
There's so much to do.
We'll look forward to seeing you there.
Mike. Yes, please.
No.
Yes, please, because the travel toothbrush you got me in Colorado, I don't know where it went. I know
For
the
those of you who are listening who aren't getting the joke, Lindsay has
That's her
spoken
thing.
many times
That's her
on
thing.
camera that she always forgets a toothbrush. And clearly, the last 2 times we camped with Mike, she forgot a toothbrush.
So when I went
So.
to Colorado for one of Mandy's rallies, Mike brought me a little travel toothbrush as a joke, but in reality, I didn't bring one. So,
Who does that?
me. No, I will bring a toothbrush. I got this, Mike. I got this. And we're not going to miss our flight either.
All right, PJ.
I don't know. It depends on how good the Moscow mules are.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll
You ready,
see.
PJ?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Me and my parents are looking at getting an RPod 180. We used to have a tent trailer. Can you charge a battery at home and leave it running the fridge while you drive? And go.
Yes. How'd I do? Absolutely, you can.
Mhm.
On the 180, it will run the refrigerator. Quick version is
Andy's watching.
it won't make it any colder than it already is. So if you open that door to pack it, you've let all the cold out of that fridge. You close the door, it's not as cold as it needs to be anymore. Then when you're driving, it can't make it any colder. So
Well,
be sure that it is down to temp and you don't open the door
That was easy.
before you leave.
well. First off, hey, the Fannons.
The Fannons!
but-
We missed you last week at the
Yes.
Texas Tiny Trailer Rally. Come
I
back.
had several people
And
ask
the-
me
so-
where
tr-
you were.
Truck camper, sorry.
Yeah, the truck camper rally.
So,
But
one
you
more
sold the truck
thing.
camper, I think.
Are
I
the
don't care.
RPods
Show up.
doing? Are the RPods still doing 3-way fridges, or are they doing 12-volt compressor?
I think they're still
Doing the 3-way.
3-way fridges. Yeah. So you can run it on propane going down the road. The manual will tell you not to, but everyone does it.
Throw it out the window.
Everyone does it,
Yeah.
and it's fine.
Andy said,
I know.
It many people
didn't
do
know if
it.
you knew what it
The
was.
fear is you have a pilot light when you pull into a gas station. That's really the concern.
Mhm.
But 12 volts is not a problem. You just have to be sure that it's all the way down to temp and it's been closed for a while before you take off.
Yep.
I mean, if you drive for 12 hours, it might run your battery down. But your refrigerator's going to be fine, and when you stop at your campsite, plug it in, you're good to go.
Yep. All right.
Short
Thanks
version.
for that, PJ.
Yeah. You bet.
All right. So, any other comments we need to attend to? Whatever is on your mind, please throw it our way. Otherwise, I have to come up with something.
No, we
This is great radio.
No.
this is great radio.
No
It's
what?
like radio, but with film.
All right. So, what
What
about?
not?
Oh, love watching walkthroughs. Found you from the 180 walkthrough, and love watching the ones we can't even close. Oh, sorry, my screen's too small.
Close to.
To toe. Tell.
They love watching the ones that they can't even tell.
Eli White.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I love doing
Ooh.
them, so
Ooh.
all works.
Ooh.
Here we go. Ready?
Ooh.
Ready?
Ooh.
Eli says, "Little guy or new camp?" And my answer is
Andy's watching.
resounding yes. No, Andy's watching. No, my answer is a resounding yes.
Both.
You need to get in both. They are in the same class. You're very similar, but you need to find out which one speaks to you.
There are differences.
There's
There are
different.
differences,
They
but-
feel different.
They
And
they
some
are
people-
different trailers.
walk into one and say, "Oh, I love this," and the other people walking out. There's a difference. You just need to
Where the windows are, the space inside feels different.
even like the decor, like
Yeah. And new camps feel very cozy, very modern,
Yeah.
very clean, very finished out.
Mhm.
The little guys feel more open.
Yeah.
They have a whiter interior, not whiter, whiter interior. The storage is in different places. The bathrooms are set up differently.
Mhm.
It is something that you have to see what works for you.
Yeah. I really
Definitely.
Again, the answer is yes. Please get in both of them if you can, because you really probably need to run with which one speaks to you. Is my thought on that
your
one.
eyes are the same color as your shirt.
Sure enough.
Yeah. Just thought I'd let you know.
He's being all matchy today.
All right. How about quality of build?
There's differences in the build as well. And it has to be one that makes a difference for you. It's
Can I-
always tough.
Can I say the actual hands that have put together the New Camp products have been at it a little bit longer, whereas the Little Guy products, they are good, they're built well, but that team, that factory hasn't been up and running quite as long, and I think that you'll have little things you can pick up on. But they're the first generation of Little Guy trailers. They hold up.
Well, and I think there are some structural differences, and there are things like if you look at the way the cabinets are built, there is a different build, the way the New Camp doors and the finish out on the inside of the cabinets. That's a good place to see how things are built, is inside the cabinets and inside the drawers. The wallboard on a Little Guy is going to be more of a standard build wallboard with trim on the corners. It's one reason it's white. You've got a solid wood board on most of the panels with a wrap on the outside. The finish out, the trim, it's not a standard RV build with the New Camps. You'll see some differences like that. If you're looking at longevity, you're going to do fine in both of them. I think, again, you have to look at what is important to you. There are certain aesthetics that I really like in both trailers. Just a matter, the quality is going to be good in both.
It was a really great,
Another
safe answer.
another.
Well,
thing,
it's true though.
I know
mean,
it's true.
If they're
Another
side to
thing
side,
that-
I could point and shoot
yeah.
on what I like and don't like on both of them.
But another thing that doesn't matter so much to you two, because you're obviously a perfectly right in the middle of the road standard average height.
Yeah. I mean, the
But
little
some-
guy is taller and
Yeah.
wider.
I can't easily enough find enough comfortably enough in the New Camp products. The Little Guy products are just a smidge taller.
They are.
So,
They are.
They are.
Oh, what about bean trailers?
Bean trailers. I think they're so cute, but I don't know anything about them. But they're adorable.
Yeah. And fiberglass trailers, in my experience, I don't fit as well in those.
Well, they tend to
In
be
my
a
experience.
little bit smaller, and a much smaller production of the bean trailers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Lance 2075 is a great model. It's their no
Yes.
slide model that just has windows all around it.
well,
so
I have a
it's really
Terra.
pretty.
Yeah,
Bye,
I have a Terra
Randy.
made by
Bye,
Intech,
Randy. See you next week.
Bye. But I love the Lance 2075. I was that far away from buying it because I think it's a great layout. And I love the kitchen on the back of it.
Yeah. Our
Ooh,
Airstream's
there's a
worth the
loaded
hefty price.
question.
That's 100% an opinion. Piece.
Yeah.
Take for instance, if you what do you value? Do you want the Air Jordans? Because whoever wants the Air Jordans, it's worth it. Are they made the same as other Nike models? I mean, yeah, they have the same components. They do the same things. So it's literally you have to
Is it
determine
worth
for
it to
yourself.
you
Is it?
to have the Airstream
Yeah.
name on it?
Here's the deal: the components you can find in other other manufacturers and other
Yeah.
brands. You can find the same components. Can you find similar construction methods? Yes, you can. Can you have the same camping experience? Yes. Can you have the same emotional attachment? That's on you.
Oh, okay.
Well, in the community, like the Airstream, it is like having Air Jordans. Like you get that, that symbol.
You get a
to
feeling.
be in that club.
You have an emotional attachment
Yeah.
to the club, the community.
Yeah.
I think all that's true. However, the Airstreams they are built with a whole lot
Absolutely,
of
Sandra.
design, a whole lot of design and engineering into them, so they do feel like a very luxurious space in a very small compartment. The exterior of it is built in a very unique way that you won't find anywhere else. Good or bad, some people love it because of that. Some people think that the repair is too expensive. But it is unique, it is old style, it is a strong construction, and the big windows in the front and the back that they put in most Airstreams give it very much an iconic feel, and from the outside and the inside. So I think getting that quality of build and those design features put into the Airstream is a lot of what drives that price up. And how many of us would say, I don't really want a 5-star hotel? The question is, we don't want to pay for a 5-star hotel. We would all enjoy it.
I think we could go down the table and say, who here amongst us loves Airstream? I do.
Yeah,
I do love Airstream.
We love it. And it's whether you want to invest in that experience.
I don't
because
expect that I will
beautiful.
ever own one, and I'm going to be okay with it. That's the deal. I love
It doesn't
them,
keep you up at night.
but I don't see it on my radar.
Well, how many of us drive a Porsche? It's not that
I
we
don't
wouldn't
talk about it.
We wouldn't drive it if we
People
didn't have it.
feel weird
But
when I talk about it.
yeah, because they're so pricey. So it's the same thing. We all pick the levels that work for us.
Ooh, good question, Ryan. Can each of you share your favorite product which helps keep your campsite camper organized?
Yes.
I need reading help.
Ready? Here we go. Her name is Laura.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
She's a one-off, dude.
Oh.
They don't make them anymore.
Honestly, as silly as this sounds, it's going to be Ziploc bags. I put my kids' clothes, every outfit for the day, the whole outfit in a Ziploc bag. So then I have drawers full of Ziploc bags.
At the end of the day, do you put them back in so it doesn't stink?
No, I have a big trash bag I put the dirty clothes in. And then for the food, I have all their snacks in Ziploc bags. And then I have a big gallon Ziploc bag with all the sunscreens in it. And then I have a Ziploc bag with all the hair stuff and the hairbrush and the hair ties. And then I have a Ziploc bag with the the soap and everything. I mean, it's kind of wasteful. I should probably get like totes or something. But
You can
just
reuse Ziploc
grabbing,
bags.
grabbing the Ziploc bags and then just dumping the Ziploc bags in the corresponding drawer helps.
And
me.
they make little zippered bags if you want to. If you
I
want to
know.
be like something.
I should be a
not
little bit
flashy.
more
Reusable
earth
zippered
friendly
bags.
with my Ziploc
Yes.
bags, but
Yeah.
that's my favorite. But honestly, I have not gotten into the organization part of my camper because I'm not very good at organizing. So probably there are a lot of better tips out there than
PJ?
Ziploc
Well,
bags.
I do keep most of my trailer packed. We don't have a ton of like we do have a ton of cabinets, but they're all pretty small. So most of all the basics stay packed, including coffee pods, bourbon, all that stuff. It lives in my camper.
All the important stuff.
all the
She's
important
all about
stuff.
the liquids.
Just
Yeah,
the
that's right.
beverages,
That's
dark
right.
beverages.
So the thing that helps keep me organized is that when I go camping, I have these woven baskets that are smaller than a laundry basket, but and they're stackable. So I put like 2 or 3 of them. I put everything I need to take with me, including my clothes, everything in these baskets. When I get inside,
That's called kidnapping.
that's a comment. Yes, we'd all like to borrow, Laura, I will tell you. But then I just put all the stuff away once I get in there, and I just have small cabinets. I put one thing in each cabinet so I can find it. And then I put those bins under the bed. And all the things that need to come out of my camper go in those bins under the bed. And when I get home, I just pull the bins out from under the bed, put them in the car, and go home. So that is probably the best thing I do.
So Ziploc bags and bins.
And bins. My big bins that I take everything in and out of.
Wife.
Yeah.
What's organized? We end up with a lot of stuff in the back seat and the truck bed. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. The back of my car is stuffed at the end of it because I'm just like, oh, it's time to go home. And then you just put everything on the bed and then you just fold up the comforter and just put it in the back of the car.
Kind of the Santa Claus sack.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly. Like a big old hobo sack. Just throw it in the back of your car. Deal with it when you get home. Or you could be like me and not deal with it when you get home.
Well, okay, here's my suggestion then. For Nikki, it's just you need Ziploc bags and bins in the back of your car.
There you
or
go.
truck. And problem solved, right?
Ooh, that's a good question. What should I be wary of when buying used?
Water leaks.
So how do you find water leaks when you're not very camper savvy?
Unit.
If you can get to the unit and get your eyes and hands and feet on and in it, then look at every inch and all that. But if you can't, there's we talked about Terry Cooper's guys, the inspectors.
RV
You can
inspectors?
hire an
You
inspector.
can
to
hire
look
an
at it.
inspector and get an inspector, or even you can send an inspector over to an RV dealership. We've had them come by here.
Sure,
and-
sure.
and all that.
But I think if you're
But-
looking for used, the first thing I would do, you can
Mhm.
have them, is the refrigerator cold? Is the AC
Yeah.
blowing cold? Is the stove light? You can do the basic things. But first thing I look for in a used when I'm looking at it to evaluate it is what does it smell like?
What does it smell like?
Yeah.
Some
what
of them
does it
smell
like?
funky.
And is it the black tank that hasn't been kept clean, which is cleanable? It may take some work,
Tough,
but it's cleanable.
yeah.
Or is it a water leak? Because water leaks will usually have a little bit of a smell to them. But look inside the cabinets at the front and at the back, and get up on the roof. Look for anything that feels soft, or like it's foam instead of a hard plywood. And anything that has some discoloration, the paper's peeling off, anything like that, that's the biggest thing. Everything else you can test and probably get the basics.
I'm in Oregon. Hey,
I can
Wow.
get closer. Yeah.
I would say
Look at
most
that.
of
I
them
just thought
probably
about
smell
that.
like weed.
look, I'm in Oregon. Some of them just smell like weed. Grab some Oreos and a cup of milk. Sit in that trailer for a while.
There you go.
That's why you need
That
to get
is
your
so-
own nose in them first.
Weed is a pretty easy smell to get out. Cigarettes, not so much. Pets,
Cat pee. Nah.
cat pee, mildew,
Mm.
weed, it's easy. Don't ask me how I know.
Okay. We won't ask you
Alright.
how you know.
Okay.
Wow, 29 minutes goes by fast when we're having
you
fun.
You guys are great. We love having these.
Thank you for joining us.
Throwing stuff our way. Fantastic. I was going to try and think of something off the fly, but we haven't needed me to
Think of something what to talk about?
Yeah.
It's their job. Come on.
See that? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of earlier. It doesn't matter what topic we come up with because people are just going to ask us questions, which is perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. So,
Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, Ryan. Water leaks number 1.
frame number 1A.
Yeah.
So, in case you don't know, we'll give you the rundown again. Facebook, you can join us at RV Small Talk Community. It's a page where you can interact. You can also join us on Texas Tiny Trailer Rally on Facebook. We have a group, not the page. Join the group. You can interact. You can ask questions. You can talk to people who have these trailers if you are looking to buy one. And the last thing is our podcast, RV Small Talk, is at rvsmalltalk.com. We just recorded our 126th episode. So lots of things to binge on if that's your thing. And we go live here every Friday at 12:30 Central.
If you are by chance looking for an event to attend in the fall, we do have our fall Texas Tiny Trailer Rally. You don't have to have a tiny trailer. You can have any RV, or you can not have any RV at all and still stay in one of the cabins
Rent a cabin and join us,
or stay in town and come out. So it's the Fall Texas Tiny Trailer Rally. If you want details, it's at the end of October.
I was just going to let you. It's not at the end of October.
It's at the end of September.
Beginning of October.
Yes.
September 29th to October 2nd.
So if that's interesting to you, then look up Texas Tiny Trailer Rally.
Just join the community group on Facebook, whether you go or not, and we'll keep you informed.
Okay. All right. This is the last question before we close out. Is there any vehicles that are good towing with good gas mileage?
That is.
I don't believe in good gas mileage right now. Current gas prices, I don't.
That's a big question.
We get that question all the time. I mean, we do.
I think people are just trying to get the best setup, and it's hard to just Google something like that because you're going to get all over the map.
It depends.
The only vehicle that we have had trouble with that I can unrecommend is a Highlander. Besides that,
really?
Yeah. Besides that,
okay.
Look at what the towing capacity is on that specific vehicle, and remember that the towing capacity is going to be with the tow package. If it doesn't come with the tow package, you can't add it later and get the same
it doesn't get
tow rating.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It has to be factory built with the tow package to get the tow capacity, and then be sure what you buy is significantly under that by at least 20%. That's the best scenario. If you go there, any vehicle's going to work.
Oh no, you chose the wrong vehicle to badmouth.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next week. I thought I missed something. Did I not?
I think you're good.
All right.
Okay, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks
Have
for
a great
joining
one.
us.
Bye.
Bye.
And
Happy
Scott.
Friday.
Happy Friday.